Hey everybody, thank you so much for coming by my channel once again. Okay, so it was not my intent to do any type of videos debunking the witness beliefs or even talking about that type of stuff, really talking about their Bible translation, any of that. But I just had to get on here and talk about this particular topic. Recently did a video called Why Does Jehovah Allow Child Sacrifice? So I'll put the suggestion right here so you can check that out. But a commenter said to me in response to that video that the JW perspective on that is that Jephthah did not offer his child as a burnt offering, but that he sent her off to temple service. Okay, so I went to jw.org and looked at their Bible. It was Judges 11, and then verse 31 is the part where Jephthah makes the vow. In verse 31 of the New World Translation, it says that he vowed to Jehovah to offer up the first person that came to greet him as a burnt offering. Okay? Sounds very clear. But then when you get to verse 35, he says something to his daughter about the first person who came out ended up being his daughter. He says that you have broken my heart or something like that. I have banished you. And I can't, take back this vow that I made to God or whatever. And so, yeah. I said, since when is a burnt offering and banishment the same thing? That's not even remotely close. Not even remotely close. Where did they get that from? Also, I went to Bible Hub to just compare some other translations to see if any of them said anything remotely close to banishment or temple service or anything like that, and they didn't. All of them just basically said something to the effect of, I made a vow to God and I must keep it. So I do not understand how the witnesses have that interpretation, because in verse 39 it tells us that Jephthah followed through with his vow, and in verse 31 it tells us what the vow was, which was offering the burnt offering. But then they throw that part in verse 35 talking about I have banished you. Like, where did that come from? But again, this was my whole point. What we had to do in order to be okay with the God in the Old Testament, or Jehovah and his behavior in the Old Testament, was either completely ignore it, make excuses for the things that we saw that made absolutely no sense, or the organization had to tamper with the Bible and add things in and twist things and make it seem to say something that it doesn't actually say. And that's obviously what they did here. So I had to do this video just to come back on and clarify, in case that any witnesses come across it and say, no, Jephthah didn't offer his daughter as a burnt offering. He sent her to temple service. I'd really like to have them try to prove that to me without using a watchtower or something. That is not going to be possible according to these scriptures. But anyway, I'm just saying what I said in the video, I still believe that according to the scriptures, Jehovah would have been okay with child sacrifice, because it says there that Jephthah actually went through with the vow, and the vow was actually in verse 31, which says he would offer them up as a burnt offering. And there is no two ways around that. The term burnt offering was never used as temple service. It just wasn't done. Look at Leviticus chapter 1. In that chapter, it was completely spelled out for the people how to offer up a burnt offering on the altar. It was like so clear that that's the only thing that it could possibly be talking about. So anyway, I just wanted to come on here and say that, you guys. I just thought that was quite interesting. So yeah, I'm done. All right, thank you so much for watching. I hope to talk to you soon. Have a great day.